Alright, bro, Alex, are you ready, yeah? I'm gonna rate the Iron Shirt recordings in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna be live just 1 minute here.
Yes, guys, it's time, yeah?
L Nix, L Live on 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 L Nix, L Live on Twitch, 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 L Nix, L Live on Twitch, 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 Live on Twitch. Yo, this is the Raleigh. This is the Raleigh. When I'm not busy solving equations and spreading the truth and knowledge about life, I'm tuned into my boy L Nix in the Iron Shirt Show. Live on Twitch, 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 live on
You're listening to the Iron Shirt Show with your boy L Nix, 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 L Nix.
Yep. Big shouts to the Dubnesia, the Deep Minds. We got the EMP Demo Derby. You got your boy L Nix for 1 hour, and then we're into Aeon Tempo. So keep it locked all day. We got raid after raid after raid, baby. Start off with the shot free buys. Free buys. Shout out to the Sika, the Captain Hertz, Zip Zap Zop. Yeah. The 3 generations here. This is the good shit. Alright. I'm all primed up. Gonna get lost in the beats. We'll be back on the mic in a bit for some shouts. But till now, big up the Websy. Dead by John. This one by Mefix. It's called You Know. What you know? Big shouts to JV. Bringing up Peace Through Dub. Shout out to the Zanzi. shouts to the Dub-a-Dum-Dump crew. This one for the dump bass. We call that the dump bass. It's kind of more about the pattern than the sound. But we love it.
It sounds like itself. This is 100%.
Yeah, big shouts to the audio.
And this is 100% genuine footage.
Yeah, big love to the Meta Waves.
The whole footage has been analyzed.
Yeah, that's a big one by Iola. It's called UFO 81.
More scientific work for 20 hours. It is 100% real.
To the Pele. Hey, Dead by John, are you also Dead by Juan on YouTube? If so, big ups, and thanks for locking in every Friday. Either way, big ups. Much love to the family. This is the EMP Demo Derby. We're Durban. Just be prepared for the worst. Once again, big love to the deep minds before us. We have A on tempo after this. This one by Ma Barca. It's called Black Current. This one by L. Laurie with an EL. It's called Quake. Big ups. We got just over half an hour left here. Then into Aeon Tempo.
get small like CDJ. Man, I run rap like Repton Cole, and I'm on a run grind like BBK. Fans turn up all over the globe. Come to the venue and see me play. Me and my team's already on smash, so don't ask about ETA. Live in the air, feel that vibe in the air. Bring the hype to the dance, do it anytime, anywhere. Off two fingers up to the sky. We don't give a fuck of a why. Bring the hype to the dance. Everybody watching the ride, watching the ride, watching the ride, watching the ride, watching the ride. I'm knee deep in the mud, hot like beef in the hood, pop like weed in a bud, spread a lot of peace and love, stop peasing, I'm feeling good, get busy on the beat, go silly with the team, won't take anybody shitting of a dream, came far from the block, shutting in the parking lot, I'm a barking dog with no lead, got me in the scope of the eyepiece, my beef gonna set, then I like me, live life with 100 YG, my G, man I bury in the ID, on the level never selling in the IP, could it go to undrip like an IV, real talk, no cap, no IG, my beats in the set, they don't like me, the whole scene's in there like CCJ, man I get small like CDJ, man I run rap like Repton Cole, and I'm on a run grind like BBK. Fans turn up all over the globe. Come to the venue and see me play. Me and my team's already on smash, so don't ask about ETA. Live in the air, feel that vibe in the air. Feel the hype of the dance, anytime, anywhere. Off two fingers up to the sky. Give a fuck of a body.
Like you.
Yeah, this one forthcoming Iron Shirt Recordings this year. Yeah, what a big day, EMP Radio Derby. Aeon Tempo, I hope you don't have follower-only raids. I realized I followed you on my personal account, not the Iron Shirt one. Anyway, we're raiding in about 15. So... Yeah, this one, forthcoming Iron Shirt recordings by D4D5. This one called Lowrider. Yeah, this will be dropping everywhere the first week of May. We're having a little release party May 2nd. Mark the calendar. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. Right. If you haven't checked it out, go look up Sublimated Sounds. It's a wicked compilation. I still fucking forgot to download that shit. Next Friday, we'll play it. Yeah, some last minute shouts going out to Peace Through Dub. The audio love notes. We got everybody locked in. We got 5 minutes left, maybe two songs or so. Tracks.
Live on Twitch.
Remember, after this, we got Aeon Tempo. EMP Radio Demo Derby live all day. Keep it fucking locked, baby. Last one for me, this one, Biome. It's called Smoke and Plot. That's what I'm going to be doing the rest of the day.
All I do is smoke and plot. All I do is smoke and plot. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoke and plot. All I do is smoke and plot. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoke and plot. All I do is smoke and plot. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoke and plot. All I do is smoke and plot. Now that I made it to the top. To the top.
Big love, fam. Thanks for everybody tuning in once again.
Happy
fucking Saturday.
All I do is smoke and plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoke and plat. All I do is smoke and plat. Now that I made it to the top. Smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoking plat. All I do is smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoking plat. All I do is smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoking plat. All I do is smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoking plat. All I do is smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoking plat. All I do is smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoking plat. All I do is smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top. All I do is smoking plat. All I do is smoking plat. Now that I made it to the top.